is, and I'm very excited for that. Much like Tarzan was, I have dream projects that I'm able to try and fulfill. And, you know, Hercules, especially working with Renny Harlin, he's an amazing director. He's an amazing man. You know, I love taking meetings with different people. Thanks to Twilight, it's really opened up so many doors for me to create my own material in action movies, but then also position myself for dream roles. And that's where it's really good to be choosy, and it's tough to be choosy, and it's tough to get the itch of feeling unemployed and passing on so many projects when you don't have to. And I'm glad I did, because it feels right, and I'd rather work where it doesn't feel like work and you're doing it because your heart's into it. And sitting down with Renny and seeing his vision, and then, you know, just really connecting on like a mentor level, as he is the one helming this ship, and then auditioning for it and working my butt off. And, you know, this is something that I really, really want, and it really shows that hard work pays off. And, you know, now it's horseback training, sword fighting. You know, I'm gonna work on an accent because I don't want to be contemporary, but I know that, you know, I'm not British, so that's not gonna come naturally. So I just want to work and make the most real Hercules I can. I know Dwayne Johnson, The Rock's doing one as well. I mean, he's massive. The great thing about our story is it's more organic, and he's not. And like even talking with Renny, I love putting on weight. I'd feel more Hercules-ish if I just could be like Twilight size again. He's like, don't worry about that. You know, just cut up if you want. You know, if you can, just, you know, cut up. You don't need to be massive. We're telling the story of a man who doesn't feel like he is part God. You know, so there's doubt, and there's a lot of human traits in that. And a lot of things that we can relate to when you just don't feel like you are good enough, where, you know, you feel like the world's against you and you feel alone. And it's the journey of finding your real potential that I love about the script. It's not me, you know, it's not Wrath of the Titans ass, which I love. I wish I could fight some giant monsters, but there's something special about this one, and it's still going to be huge. There's a lot of really great fight scenes, and the story is amazing, but it's real, and that's what really drew me to it.
Yeah, the accent threw me off yesterday, but I was like, okay, just go with it. Just don't ask any questions.
Oh gosh.
On the red carpet.
How bad was it?
It was pretty good, I guess.
Bless your heart. I'm trying.
Well, my question is about Java Heat. Back to Java Heat. It seemed like a very international film. Where did you guys shoot, and what was that like for you?
Well, Indonesia is a mysterious land that I had no idea existed until 3 years ago. You know, I'm pretty worldly. I love traveling. I love what I do because it enables me to travel and allows me to go to worlds and parts of the world that I never knew existed. I think that's one of the best luxuries that we could spend money on to this day, is just travel. You know, see parts of the world and explore and expand your mind and just becoming more worldly. And that's where, like, every place I go, you can see, like, a lot of my charities that I work with, like being in Africa, Invisible Children, or like Charity Water, like, you can read about them and you can see pictures online, but until you've actually been somewhere to experience it, your heart connects then, and you really feel like you are making a difference. And so that's like with Indonesia, going there and seeing the culture itself. I could look at pictures, but now after being there and see, like, you can see that there's not clean water in parts of the world. And with shooting on, I think, 32 different locations, I got to see Jogja and Jakarta and Borobudur Temple, which I never knew existed, while shooting. So in a way, it was like a paid fun vacation, because I'm living out my dream of doing an action movie. I love the script. I'm traveling the world, and I'm working with the most humbled, you know, most appreciative people I've ever worked with. And the culture in Indonesia, it's all about love. Like, really, these people, they don't have much, and it makes me really kind of upset with myself when I come back to the States and I complain about, you know, getting a flat tire. Like, I'm lucky to have a car. And, you know, going back there, and I've made so many new friends, and we just take a lot for granted, especially on like productions with movies. You know, just a lot of the great things that we have, and you know, them over there, like they're working longer hours than we legally can here in the States, and they're all happy for it, and so loving, and learning Bahasa, the language there that they spoke. I love languages, and I love coming home with some new, you know, part of a language. Again, I'm not fluent with it, but you know, being able to speak their language and learn about their culture from them and understand it is what like I'm really into.